You are listening to BnDnD, a show where we drink some brews and play Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm Marquise Hamilton, the Dungeon Master, and I'm here with...
Robin Joes playing as Beetle and Bramble-Patch.
Sarah Portwood playing as Estwing.
And Jared Lindenau playing as Mugen Genkai.
All right, so last time you guys were able to...
Dice
yeah, that's all right. You guys were able to get in, you found Rikka. She kind of gave you some information about what was going on with her clan and that she would take you back there. She also kind of told you a bit about her backstory, the guy who trained her, the armor and the weapon that she has. You were able to discern actually that this was a symbol of House Barlow, which is one of the heroes of the Looking Glass, specifically the human cleric. She then took you out down an old road to the ruins that they were camping in and brought you into her house and down into like a secret lab that she was working on, trying to figure out how this potion worked. Or the potion that she had given you, the one that kind of like satiated their transformation, but it didn't actually fix it. I guess, yeah, before that, Beetle did pull out a gun and just shoot her with the antidote. It's kind of like surprise
round.
Cure her.
Mm-hmm.
On the way there, you also did like check out some of the statues. You were able to kind of figure out from the weird dialect, but still elven language, that this was a statue of Pengrail Oakshade, who is another one of the heroes of the Looking Glass. And there's, obviously this architecture was elven, but it was different than the current elven architecture. It's
super ancient.
Yeah, very old. Down in Rikka's lab, she explained that she knew a way to get into the basement from another building. There was a tunnel. You guys decided to go that route. Were able to make the stealth checks to not get found by any of the fangs or any of the other people that were in the buildings that you were walking down the street between. You made it up the tower and faced Volk. Volk was...
really, really big.
He was very big. He also just wasn't really concerned at all about you guys. At one point almost turned Beetle after taking one of the antidote potions, and it did nothing.
Beetle was pretending?
Beetle was making a gamble.
I mean, I do have +1 to gambling.
Yeah, but when it seemed like...
I forgot.
When it seemed like he was not concerned and was literally just going to turn you, didn't even care if you were trying to trick him or not, Estwing struck out with her silver axes and the battle ensued. With the help of Rikka, you guys were able to actually pretty easily take him down. Unfortunately, Bender and Ibble were hit by falling debris.
Squished.
And fortunately, they are easily resurrectable, but unlike you guys.
What? I can die?
I can die?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So you guys took him down. He fell to the ground.
I'm a golden god.
Yeah. After a shot to the face by the new lamp pistol that Beetle had gotten from Lili, he fell, and a shard of the Looking Glass slid across the floor. And that is where we are now. Currently, it's early evening, sundown. You guys are at the top of Volk's tower, so it was 4 stories. So...
Oh no, I failed you!
Man, that guy's claws were dangerous. It tore right through my protective shell.
Is everybody all right?
I feel good. Yeah. I feel good. I kill him again.
I don't think...
Are you still large?
I think I'm still huge. I'm still like 12 feet tall, right?
Oh, shit, I forgot.
How long does that last?
Oh, it lasts 1 minute.
You would shrink down pretty quick after the battle, yeah.
Is it like okay? Does it make you sick to like grow and shrink that rapidly?
I think it'd be fun. That's magic.
It'd be funny if I was like dizzy.
I figured you like being tall so much that you'd like to be tall again. Taller.
I honestly loved it. That was great. Super great.
I wonder why. I don't know that spell. I'd love to be taller.
Oh my god, can you imagine a 6-foot beetle?
Yeah.
Mugen goes over and collects the shard.
Oh, smart of Mugen.
You
Good job.
pick up the shard. You feel just a weird radiating power as it travels up your arm, though you're able to resist this overwhelming power as the light of the shard brightens almost blindingly and then slowly fades and just turns into like a silvery mirrored shard. As if you've like somehow pacified it.
Oh, that's good.
Must be
I was about
kind nature.
I was about to wrap it in some paper.
I picked
Put
up
it
the
away.
other one because it fell out of poor Ibble's wings.
You did.
Poor Abel.
Poor Ibble.
I'll bring her back. It just breaks my heart to see her break.
As you guys are discussing this, you notice that Rikka is very quiet. She hasn't joined in your conversation. Looking over, you see Rikka kneeling over the body of Volk. Her shadow stands nearby, looking at you guys
Ew.
before it fades away.
Give me that look.
Everyone make a insight check.
If you don't give me that look, Shadow. Ooh.
Peter Pan.
Oh, this is great. It's a 10 total.
All right.
Okay, so
How insightful am I feeling today?
Hopefully more than me.
Oh,
Hey.
that would be a 24.
oh, thank God, I got an 11. Okay, Beetle's gonna hopefully see something.
Mugen and Eswing,
It's
Surmise.
been my teary eyes.
yeah, Mugen and Eswing, you guys are, kind of off-put by this shadow staring at you. Beetle, you notice that the shadow's eyes look very sorrowful.
Oh,
Looking back to Rikka, you see as a tear rolls down her face as Volk is transforming back from wolf form into human.
oh no.
Rika's black hair in tight, springy curls hides her face. Her hand goes to Volk's, and her shaky voice finally breaks her silence. Oh, Volk, is it you again? What happened to you, my friend? How did you become this way? Volk, a thin man in his late 60s, his hair is graying and wiry.
Oh.
His skin is rough with deep creases. Struggling through his pain of his injuries, he smiles to Rikka as blood pools around him.
Oh no, he's still alive.
He's still, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, my friend. I was not strong enough to stop myself.
No, you weren't.
You see Rikka clutching his hand tight, so tight that her knuckles are white. No, please. I know you wouldn't. But she's interrupted by Volk. Rikka, I took it upon myself to gamble with a power that I did not understand. One that I could not handle. I'm just glad that it was you in the end that saved me. You and your friends here. At least I get to be myself again before I go.
Megan's whistling while she's wrapping the shard up in paper.
She's totally indifferent.
just trying to not draw attention to herself, but she's bad at it.
Yeah.
That's what she's got to do.
Rikka, wiping away tears from her face, she brushes her hair back and smiles. These travelers have saved us all. They found a cure. I'm cured, Volk. Volk smiling now with tears in his eyes. Very good. I'm proud of you, Rikka. You never gave up. And you found those who could free us from our curse. You see, he takes a deep, strained breath and winces in pain as he looks up to you three. On my desk, there's notes about the shard. Take it. He then turns back to Rikka with joyful eyes and says, Take care of the others, Rikka. You will make a fine leader. His last breath leaves him as he goes in peace. You see that Rikka forces herself to her feet. Volk's blood is staining her armor. She takes a moment to steel herself and sheathes her sword, and then turns to you all and just goes, Thank you. Thank you all for helping me. He was a dear friend and a beloved leader once. I would not have had the resolve to stop him if it hadn't been for you.
I'm sorry for your loss, kind Rikka. We vow that we will help cure the rest of your clan. And I'm sorry we were unable to help
Yeah, no.
Sir Volk here.
Yeah, no problem, I guess, except for the fighting and death and life-threatening dangers. But yeah, other than that.
Right.
I'm just giving Volk a dirty look. He's still on my shit list.
Even though he's dead?
Well, yeah.
He's dead,
His
Estwing.
damage
You
is
can
done.
relax.
There's really not much more you can do here.
I understand how you must feel about Volk. He
He's a piece of shit.
he truly was not himself the past couple of months, but and you did not know him before. We did what had to be done, and I just want you to know that I couldn't have done it myself.
I perhaps wonder if these... Beetle looks at the shard in his paw that came out of Vibble's wings, and he's like, I wonder if these shards possibly corrupted... Hey.
Hey, Bender's back.
Bender, he came back.
Bender, you're back!
I've spent the 10 minutes summoning Bender.
Yes.
What was I saying? Before I was so rudely interrupted by this cat.
Hey,
That's just an...
he's not just a cat.
By this magical cat.
That's right.
Perhaps the shard corrupted your dear friend Volk here. Mugen, do you feel okay holding that shard?
I think so. DM, do I feel okay?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, it doesn't seem to be reacting to you.
Okay, you're not mad with power yet.
Yeah, I was just gonna, tuck this away to study a little later when maybe we had a moment that wasn't so death of our former mentor leaders focused.
I wonder
Thank
if
you.
it has the power to capture your innermost desires.
He gets excited.
He sees his own reflection in it, like flowers.
It will flies by.
Yeah.
In the shard.
They're picking
Yes.
flowers together. That's reflecting his
It's like
innermost desires.
There's that weird glossy filter on it,
Yeah,
and it's
grease
very
lens.
sunny. You're running, frolicking in slow motion.
Yeah, it's like do you remember that Super Smash Brothers commercial where they're
so happy
Yeah, together.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's cute.
that song.
Yeah.
All my life.
Rikka goes,
We're very sorry for your loss.
thank you. It would seem as though it did possibly corrupt him. He mentioned in his dying words that he was not strong enough to handle whatever power this was giving him. So I would think you might be right. Yeah.
Mugen's already at the desk.
What?
Too fast.
Already? What will you do
Thoughts
now,
and prayers.
Rikka?
Thoughts and prayers.
I suppose I should go tell everyone what happened. But also that there's a cure. And
Yes, there is.
we have something to look forward to.
Hopefully his mental influence is no longer affecting your people as well. Your pack.
We won't know until we go down to talk to them, but she looks up at the ceiling that now has multiple holes in it. I'm pretty sure they heard what was going on. I'm sure there would be a crowd down below.
Should we get out of here before they show up?
Well, Mugen, on the desk, you do see kind of a pile of notes that are kind of hastily shuffled together on the desk.
Really should keep these in a journal.
Yeah, he throws notes everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a mess.
I mean, I guess he was a mentally unstable werewolf. Surprised he could even write. Those big giant hands.
Oh my god, I know. Yeah.
Right. Did you want to read them, or do you want to just take them with you?
Kind of, well, let's see. Can Mugen read the room? Can I roll a mood check?
Sure.
Yeah, Mugen can't really read the room, so she's going through it now.
Okay.
That's fair.
So there's a couple of different passages or entries here that are written in kind of a journalistic fashion, and there's most of them are kind of on just the daily activities after setting up camp in the ruins. And then you notice there's a couple that kind of stick out to you. One where he says, "Today a few of the Fangs and I set out to explore these ruins. I know not what we will find, but I feel as though the previous residents of this world had knowledge we cannot fathom today. We may yet find an answer on how to cure ourselves of the lycanthrope. curse. I feel it in my bones. It is in this ruins, calling to me. Something is out there. The next entry that you find that kind of goes after that, and the next entry that you find that speaks out to you. There are many towers here in this ruin, many statues of elves and symbols I do not recognize. We have trekked down the city streets, checking buildings as we go. I notice my heart feels as if it is quickening in pace as we draw closer to a specific tower. I see it in the distance. Of white stone, it shines brilliantly in the sunlight. I will go to it. It seems it was of some significance in its time. The next entry is, I have reached the tower, but I feel as though I am just now coming into my own thoughts. What happened, I do not understand, but I have lost my companions while in the midst of whatever trance this was. Maybe I can spot them from the top of this tower. Yes, I think that sounds like a fine plan. I'm sure the others are fine. The next entry after that. The tower is filled. The tower is filled. Yes. The tower is filled with strange books that I cannot read. The interior looks like it was once quite opulent long ago, and many people likely came here for ceremonies or something of that nature. I have made my way up to the top where I found a pedestal. Floating atop it is some kind of strange shimmering crystal. I should investigate it. Is it some sort of ancient power source? Another entry, which is erratic and hastily written. It spoke to me. It reached into my mind, and now it all makes sense. We have become part of each other. His voice is so loud in my head. I've transformed into my werewolf form, and I can't seem to change back. How long have I been in this room? Where are the others? I have found the answer. The shard tells me we seek a cure in futility. We are superior, and we must assert this. We are the future. We do not need to change. Others will change by fear or by blood.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, looks like he goes a little crazy here, guys.
Yeah.
The last and final entry
No
here.
way. Just a little.
The last and final entry here. I have made it back to the camp. The Fangs all seem concerned. They say that I'm different now. Look different? I'm larger than before, they say. Though I was able to convince them that this was nothing to fear. A speech. I gave a speech. Though some are resistant to the shard's plan for us. Must I deal with them to bring about our future? No. What am I thinking? These are my people. This power is, I can't let it, I must control myself. I will do what I must. They will see that I'm right in the end. And you see that the handwriting turns shaky after a moment, page break. I'm locking myself in the tower until I can control this, whatever this is. Was it this truly an answer? I fear I do not have the will to understand it. And that's the last entry in those notes.
Yeah, it looks like a little towards the end, he went down a I'm not wrong, everyone else is wrong path, which is, always a sign of bad news.
Crazy.
Yes.
Right before he may have locked himself in here before we found him. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Certainly smell that he'd been up here for a while.
You say Rikka turns to you. You say he locked himself in here on purpose. And she looks to his body and... Oh, Volk, I guess there was still some of you in there fighting. You do also notice, Mugen, as you're looking over the notes, that there is another book on the desk.
Mm-hmm. I definitely picked that up.
There's a note next to it.
Already read it.
Right.
Yeah, there is a note next to it stating that, just kind of like an organizational note that says like this, that he clearly had brought this back from the tower that he found the shard in.
Oh, it was a different tower?
It was a different tower than you're in currently.
Mm-hmm.
There was a
White Tower.
Yeah, that white stone tower where he found the shard, and there were books he could not read. I definitely thought that might be worth looking into while we're here.
Yeah.
Is that here? I don't know if I saw any White Towers.
Can we look out the window? Are there windows? Is it smashed?
According to
Can we
my
see it?
notes, there are.
There are windows, yeah.
And I guess like
According to my eyes, there are
If you guys want to
windows.
make perception checks, you can take a look. It is nighttime.
Okay.
What did my elven eyes see?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
no
elf
dark
too.
vision.
16.
Oh, if only Ibble was here.
Cute.
What does it
What
say?
does it say?
Was it
That's 10, but I have a lot of. I think I have good perception. My perception
16 total?
15.
Well, that's for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we see it yet? Do we
So,
see it?
if you guys were to kind of look out the windows after Mugen has told you guys this,
It's
because
really high up. Hold on to my waist. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stick my
Can
head
I
around and
lift
look around.
Mugen
yeah.
to look? Okay.
Because it's dark out, you can see like silhouettes of towers, like kind of all over this ruin, but you're not really able to make out, one that
Right.
is like, yeah, just because it's dark. I mean, you guys have dark vision, but it only goes 60 feet, and you can only see in like shades of gray.
Okay.
That's why Beetle didn't even bother to look out the window.
Yeah.
Beetle's efficient.
Megan's squinting with her, hand right above her brow, trying to find something.
Yeah.
No luck.
You do see a lot of silhouettes of different towers kind of off in the distance, though. It
No.
could be any one of them.
Maybe we can go check it out in the morning when the sun comes up.
That sounds good.
Sure, I'm glad we did this before the full moon, right, everybody?
Oh,
That would have been a different
Ow.
story.
we do have to fix the rest of, or the willing volunteers who want to be fixed before the full moon. It's like I don't want to kill any more werewolves.
Do we though?
Like-
I think
Did Volks control?
we just need to give Lili the hookup here with Rikka, or Rikka the hookup with Lili, and get all them werewolves vaccinated.
get
I'm
them vaxxed.
Rika turns to you and goes, I'm more than willing to travel with you to meet this Lili to
Mhm.
bring this back to my people.
Are there?
We have a few more shots of it right now, actually.
We
If
do
there's
have-
anyone in
we have
particular
3
you think might be
additional
important.
potions. If
I think you have 2. You
Yeah,
shot her
shot
with
him.
one and then you fed one to Volk.
but remember, Lili
Yeah.
loaded one in the chamber
Oh, you're
before she
right.
gave me the gun. So, and she gave me 4 extra.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Good memory, because
I know what's in
So-
my inventory.
that's good.
Still,
That's good.
still, three shots isn't enough for everyone. So maybe,
Right.
Rika, if you think there's anyone who might benefit most from this, or if we could, maybe we can cure particularly troublesome characters the same way we did you. Surprise!
Yeah, element of surprise. 'Cause, like, what
Yeah.
if some people don't want to turn? Or
She certainly wouldn't mind some more target practice.
yeah, I'm worried if there's other followers of Volk, do we have to shoot them?
I do not know. Though I believe there are a few children here afflicted with the curse. We could give the
Oh,
to them.
Look at you. That's such a precious thought.
And
shoot the kid.
I believe that if we,
Oh God.
I believe in an act of good faith with our people. If you were willing to, do this, and they would maybe trust you a bit more. But I can let us go down, and I will speak with everyone.
Yeah, because moon's rising, so I
Yeah.
don't know if this is the place to be when everybody turns into a wolf.
Wolf form. Yeah, I agree.
I'm a badger. I
Well,
might look pretty
No.
tasty to it.
If I remember correctly, we did not bring the tents along with us. We left
Correct.
those back in the city. Okay,
Correct.
good.
We
This
did
is
not
true.
do
I
that.
did not even. I
True.
did not even have my bedroll. And I would
Where
just
were?
love
Nice.
another long
He's
rest.
That's right.
Yeah. So
We should have brought the cart. We shouldn't have.
No. Roar!
But I'm not going to tell Rika that she was wrong right now because I'm a sensitive person.
Rika hears you.
see if she does.
She doesn't have wolf hearing
She
anymore.
definitely hears you.
She definitely hears you, but she lets it go. She's cool.
She
I'm
doesn't
not,
seem that
I'm not
concerned.
looking at her. I'm looking at Beetle and Nestwing.
Yeah.
So, Mugen, what's that book you found on the desk?
Oh yeah, what is this book that I found on the desk? I've
Go ahead.
clearly
and,
read the table of contents.
Right. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Sure. Just intelligence, not like investigation or anything. If it's just intelligence, then 15.
Okay. So the dialect is strange, similar to the dialect that was on the statues that you found, but you are able to kind of get the gist of a lot of what it's saying. It's just like not all the context is always there because some of the words are used in a strange way, but it is still Elvish that it's written in. You are able to read that the book's title says Book of Records of the City of Oakshade, written by Darnef Stillshadow, official recorder for Lord Rydell Eldov of Oakshade.
Book of records of.
Hey.
City of Oakshade, right?
I was like into book of, and then you said the name, and I was like, that's important. And then you said the name, and I'm like, records.
Yeah.
So what was that? I'm sorry.
It's the Book of Records
of
of the City of Oakshade.
The City of Oakshade.
You can see that it's written by somebody named Darnef Stillshadow, Darnef
Yeah.
Stillshadow, and their title is Official Recorder for Lord Rydell, Rydel, Eldov, Eldov of Oakshade.
Official recorder. I should be typing this because it would, be a lot faster, and I'd hear you.
I mean, like, I'm barely keeping up, and I am typing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying,
I'm just
like-
barely getting there.
So who's the official recorder of that? If you're
It
keeping
is
up,
official recorder of Rydell
Rydell. Thank you.
Eldov, Eldov.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well done.
I don't know if we're ever going to run into this guy. He's probably dead. Why do we need to know his name?
I know. I wonder if he's Can we tell how old this book is?
It seems pretty old, but
It just seems old. Okay.
yeah. I don't know if
It
there's a way
seems
for you
old
to-
enough that the Elvish dialect has changed
That's a
over
good
time.
point.
Yeah,
And,
that's a
and
Language
we've
has
we've
evolved.
been
He's probably dead.
we live a long time, as you I'm
Yeah.
sure well know, and
I
so
know, but like the
How-
dialect changed.
right, yeah. So
This-
to time would have it, probably a long period of time may have passed here. This is my assumption.
How
I'm
long does it
not
take
basing
for-
it on anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to
There's
remember.
there's
We
no
could try to
copyright
find
in this
out.
book.
Now, what
Yeah.
could he still? I mean, I have no idea what the elven folk lived to be. Could he?
Everyone, go
Could he
ahead and
still be
make a-
hanging around?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, go ahead and make it.
Don't know how old it is. Maybe.
History.
No, not this time.
Yeah.
Wobbing 9. 9?
History's too bad.
15 for Beetle.
11.
Beetle, you
Good
would
job.
kind of Beetle, you would kind of gather based on the fact that the architecture seems wildly different. You can tell that it's elven, but it's clearly like an early, like it's not modern.
It's
The
nothing.
fact that the dialect in this book and on the statues are completely different than the current modern dialect of the elven people is also kind of a factor here, as well as there's different like symbols, things that you've seen around the city ruins that you're in that you don't recognize, that would kind of lead you to believe that this is very old, like much older than you.
Smells old.
Yeah, it smells old. You also know that currently, like it is turn of the century, actually I wrote this down.
3000.
Yeah, hang on. I wrote it down here. Yeah, so the year is noted as 3000 common era.
You'll see.
And you would just gather based on like your kind of knowledge of the world that like stuff like this takes a long time to evolve. It isn't something that would change.
And I lived with elves for a time.
Yeah.
The majority of my life. And this is nothing like any of the elven architecture I've ever seen. Or writing, for that matter.
Right. Especially
I
something
agree.
like dialect
Because I do.
takes a long time to
Since I'm a
evolve
worldly
that
badger,
drastically.
I do speak elvish.
Good job, Beetle. Non-elf.
Learning.
I will say
Learned
that
badger.
with this book, it's going to take you a little bit of time to kind of read through it and kind of get the gist of everything. So if you want to, just let me know, like, hey, I'm going to take some time to like read while we're doing something. Or if we're taking like a long rest, I'm going to try to read it and I can give you different passages from the book.
Yeah, we gotta wait for Beetle to wake up all the time anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, read during Beetle's 8 hours.
8 hours.
Some of us-
Insane, right?
I know, just
Can you
so
imagine
wild.
actually sleeping, like not being conscious for a period of time? That is insane.
It's
to me.
frightening.
Yeah,
Right.
so weird.
Beetle, how do you do it?
Aren't you just?
Some of us like to rest our bones, like
Well, certainly rest, but not being conscious.
That too. It's like I spent most of my life growing up around elves, and they were always like, "Why do you have to sleep, Beetle?" And then here I am traveling with a party full of elves, never letting me get my 8 hours.
That's
Wouldn't you just be terrified if you just suddenly were conscious again? Like you didn't,
There's no
you
warning?
stopped and then you just are?
yeah.
Don't you
bizarre.
have dreams?
Well, kind of more memories.
I get
Well,
to have
meditate.
fantastical dreams when I sleep, and it's like me and Ibble in a field of flowers.
Oh,
We're running around.
a tear rolls down.
And I could actually really use a long rest so I could bring Ibble back and not be sad anymore.
We can definitely talk about that. Wait, did anyone get hurt? Did anyone get hurt? Are we in need
I did a
of-
little
Ibble got hurt.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Take some time to bring,
Yes.
bring Bender back.
Bender was eliminated. Ibble was squished. Or
I don't-
Bender got squished too.
It's incredibly rude of you to not feel like Ibble is a conscious, not conscious,
She has a soul, Mugen.
cognizant,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
a sentient,
thing.
a sentient creature whose life was snuffed out. Just like this villain. I mean,
It-
not villain who we just defeated. I'm really not good at this.
I don't think I took any damage to my body, just my heart. And I do feel like
Psychic damage.
since I've joined the Mary Kai Guild, I do feel like I'm 5 times better than I used to be.
That's great.
Nice.
Yesterday I was like 4 times better, but now I'm like 5.
Yes.
I relate to this feeling.
We all grow with experience.
Yeah, that's true. Funny how that happens.
So we should
So
probably
Rika,
go
are we gonna
save
cure
it.
some wolf pups or what?
Rika turns to all of you guys and goes, "Well, if you're finished, we can head down, and I will kind of address my people. Just follow me," and starts heading down the stairs. You guys make it down the winding stairs down to the front door that was barred before. She lifts the bar open and opens the door. As you guys all make your way out to the top of the stairs, you do see that there are a number of people. I believe it was 17. Some of them are in werewolf form. Some of them are still in human form. You see a couple of kids that are running around in like werewolf form. They don't really know what's going
Aw.
on. But they all turn and look to you and stop talking as you walk out.
How do I stand out?
As a badger with a like nice clothing on, yeah.
I disguise myself as a werewolf.
Okay.
As soon as I feel eyes on me, I'm like duck behind something and then
The
pop
shortest
back out.
werewolf ever.
Oh wait, yeah. Would you appear as a tinier werewolf? Would she
I
like?
think you
match
could
her
only
frame?
be like a foot taller with this
I could
guy's
be a foot
self or
taller, but-
something.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
just-
have
Yeah.
limitations.
I'm unnatural. I'm unnatural 4'8". Yes,
Okay. So like 5'8".
4'8". No, I'm not appearing taller.
Oh, you're gonna
You're
say
just
it. You know
4'8".
what? Own it.
Yeah.
Own that height.
Hey, you could be one of them kid werewolves. Who knows?
Yeah.
Blends in with
Teen
the children.
wolf.
Teen wolf. We got
Yeah.
a teen wolf running around.
How about
There you
this
go.
plan? Beetle's like whispering. He's like, how about instead of giving the demo, we just pretend to give you a potion and then you turn back into an elf.
Oh wait,
And then they'll be like, oh my god, cure.
is that ethical?
But
Well-
then maybe that'll help give us a chance.
Didn't you
will
just
illustrate.
didn't you just kill a werewolf man that you just met? You're worried about
He
ethics
started
now?
it. He started it though.
Okay, just curious. Yeah.
Yes, he might
To
not
be
have
this
fair,
a-
we
of
did
sound
kill
mind.
3 of his friends.
Is this a
While your
sliding
dad killed
scale, or like is there room for it? Is it black and white ethics? So what's the?
What's the Estring scale of morality?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
I'm
We'll
sure
see it
all
unfold,
these
but-
wolves watching us have this sidebar are really.
I know.
Yeah.
That's we're having this
Rika's just
sidebar.
standing there silent as you guys are.
I'm a very ethical werewolf.
I love it.
Everyone, go ahead and make insight checks.
Okay.
As opposed to an unethical.
As opposed to the unethical werewolf.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
No. 7. I'm rolling terrible today.
Yeah, today's not a strong
Man, I was
day.
on a roll last night. What is going on?
Did you say insight?
Insight, yeah.
6. Please, Beetle.
Plus 15.
Mugen and Eswin, you're both kind of sweating a bit. Beetle, you
Can't tell if I'm sweating because I'm a badger.
you're looking out over the crowd, and they have like some of them have torches and things like that. There's some ambient light going on here. You're able to kind of see the crowd, and you get the sense that like they're more concerned and not hostile.
Okay.
They seem to be concerned by our presence. We should probably give a show of good faith.
Yeah, I mean, you guys really stand out. I am one of the crowd.
I mean, did you transform into a werewolf literally in front of them?
I stepped behind something.
We step behind S-Wing.
Step
I
back
mean,
out.
they
Yeah.
transform
How obvious
into
that might have
werewolves.
been, I'm
how,
not sure.
How different is disguise self? Is it more
Oh,
like
so.
a magical girl transformation versus like the gruesome like face stretching?
Do you do a magical girl transformation when you disguise self?
No, she not in this instance. This is a literally like walk behind a wall and then walk back out.
It's a
Yeah,
wolf.
like-
Isn't like
and like my
disguise
giant head,
self,
my
you
giant
just,
head
like,
is gone.
use
like-
makeup too to disguise self. Isn't that the
Not with the spell. That's with the disguise kit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought the description of disguise self is like a little bit of makeup is like
It
the
might be,
material.
It
Actually.
might be a material thing for you, actually.
There might be a material, and I have been using the materials, but no, this is just verbal and somatic, so just words
Oh
and
shit!
gestures.
No, well maybe I made that up.
I think you're thinking of disguise kit.
I think you're thinking of a Mary Kai product.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Yeah.
Maybe there's
most
a
of
Mary
my
Kai product
spells
to
are
do it
just
this way.
verbal, but I always like have a makeup product I use to cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. As soon
Great.
as soon as like people were looking at us, I just kind of got nervous and like stepped behind something out and stepped back. It was a werewolf. Like,
It's a wolf now. Okay. So like it looks good though, right? That we got a wolf like that.
Sure. Well, and that they know
And
who
Rikka?
Rikka is.
And Rika. Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
got their leader.
We do.
Yeah.
mine was more out of I feel awkward. This is how I'm.
Yeah.
This is the wall I'm putting up
Now
between
you're a
myself and other
werewolf.
You
people.
should be like, have you guys seen Mook?
Oh my god, where did
God damn
Mugen
it.
go?
Rikka turns to you guys and goes, "Stop! You guys are being weird."
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't think that we can help it.
Okay. She turns back.
Introduce us to your friends, Rika. To your
Stop being weird and let me do it.
I promise I will.
Where's Mugen?
She turns back to the crowd and goes, "My brothers and sisters, Volk is no more. Some of you had your mind clouded by whatever it was that changed him. For this, you are not to blame. In his last moments, he wanted you all to know that he is proud of you. He was happy because we have done what we had set out to do, what he was leading us to do all along. These brave adventurers," and she points to you guys,
I wave.
Beetle waves a paw.
"have brought us our salvation. They have brought us a cure." And you see that the crowd just erupts into cheers. It seems as though
I also clap.
it seems as though whatever influence that Volk had on them because of this shard is gone.
Awesome.
Rikka turns back to you and goes, "If you can take me to whoever created this potion," I believe you said Lili, I will.
The Chemical
Travel
Hammer
with you.
Society.
Yes, I will travel with you guys tonight, and we can. I'll bring it back here.
Do we want to change some pups back?
We do have 3 vials. Is there any man, woman, or child that would like to be free of their curse tonight?
You see that some of them are kind of like whispering amongst each other. Some of them are kind of uneasy, but you see that Rikka just kind of points to somebody kind of up front and goes silent because I wrote down these people's names and I forgot.
I feel like we're on like an episode of like Oprah, but
And you get a cure. And you get a cure.
And you're vexed. And you're vexed.
Everybody
and you're
gets a
vexed.
cure.
should I shoot them or should I just let them drink it?
Pretend to shoot me and I'll turn back into Mugen.
Oh, okay.
Pew. Huh.
Wait, could I have been a werewolf with my giant hat still?
If you want.
I was gonna ask him, like, are you still wearing?
No,
all your
that's
clothes?
right. Yeah, I'm just Mugen, but instead of
But
elf, I'm
just
werewolf.
wolf. Yeah.
Ah, you're
Wolf
a
person.
were-wizard.
Oh, wait.
Mhm. Pretend to shoot me, and I bamf back into myself.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great use of a spell slot right there. Definitely.
Well, I do need my 8 hours here soon, so you can get your slot back.
Well, yeah, just so you guys know, I'm out of magic, so that was definitely worthwhile.
I no regrets.
Okay. She points to a family and goes, Harda, Rowan, and your
We've met.
little son there. If you could be the first to take this and show everyone else that these travelers mean nothing but to help us. They step forward, and Rikka goes, "Do you have the cure beetle?"
I do. No, just-
Brings the gun pointed at their face.
Holds out a potion and not a pistol.
Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna
nice.
say she's probably gonna freak out.
I'm on. Oh, that was so good.
Well, she would be the only one who knows.
Right.
These poor people would be
yeah,
like, well,
Rika's gonna be like, you could have just given me the potion and not shot me.
Yeah, why did you shoot me?
Jesus.
Okay, well, if you could get the three of them,
Are we giving to this entire family
This
with
whole
family,
their
yeah.
unnamed child?
yes.
Yeah.
What's your name, son?
It's well, I guess he's in werewolf form, and he's just like, it's Jimothy.
Jimothy. A lot of people that we've met in this world named Jimothy.
It's a popular name here,
Well, here, Jimothy,
so I'm told.
will you be the first young pup to be cured?
I suppose.
Drink this down. I hear it tastes like Gatorade. Or, yeah.
Is that some sort of drink made out of gators?
Yes.
it's Crocagade.
Crocagate. He takes the
Crocodile.
potion in his claws and kind of nervously looks to his parents, who then nod. These, I don't know if you guys remember, these were the people that when you went to Rikka's residence, they lived
Yeah, we
with
met
her.
them.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
met them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
On our way up the tower,
Good.
He, with his parents' approval, and Rikka's as well, he takes it, and you see that his form changes back into a young boy. The parents then take theirs, and they transform back into normal people.
I take one of the bottles and fake like I'm also drinking it and turn back into an elf.
You can do that. Everyone's like, whoa!
The transformation!
Rikka then goes,
And
you
you
see,
get a cure, and you
You
get
get
a
a
cure.
you see that Rikka goes, yeah, she's, everybody gets a cure!
Yeah.
Breaking out of her, like, solemn,
we
steeled
got her.
composure. I will travel with these people to the city of Olde East Vale to meet with their guild, their people.
Yeah.
And bring more for all of you.
Should maybe this family come with us since the full moon is coming and a lot of these people are still werewolves and now you're not?
Yeah, we can take them. Are you all willing to come with us? We can, now that you are fully human again, we can maybe look into establishing homes and moving into the city.
Yeah, time to put down some roots.
You see that the family agrees, and Rikka kind of turns to the crowd and says, I will be departing with my friends here, but I will be back with a cure for all of you. And everyone cheers, and some people are crying. Other people are just look very confused. It's kind of, like I said before, like a mixture of people in werewolf form. Some of the werewolves are like whimpering like a dog, like crying because they're happy. And some of them definitely look very confused. Like, what happened the last couple of months? I don't remember anything. And
Things seem like a blur.
Oh,
They were being
Okay.
mind molded.
yeah.
yeah,
Hate when that happens.
Remember, the name of your saviors was the Fellowship of the Bling, or the Club Goldeneye, or Chemical Harem. I can't remember what we call it.
Chemical harem is. I like it. I'm not upset.
We are initiates of the Chemical Hammer Society.
you just hear the crowd like chemical hammer, yeah. But yeah, you
Praise
guys,
the goddess! Woo!
you're able to set
The
out.
goddess Mary Kai! Yeah!
I like
All right, Beetle, we get it.
You hear a couple. You hear a couple people
Gotta-
going, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some believers out there.
Yeah, roll
Dude.
a performance check.
This might be an opportunity to sell some brushes.
Yes.
Some fur brushes?
Uh-huh. Yeah. The kind of thing they're not going to need in a day. Sounds perfect for the Mary Kai Guild.
Beetle gives a performance of 3.
Yeah, there's just like one person in the back, like, woo, yeah. What are we cheering for?
Positive guy. You did great, Beetle.
But yeah,
I'm not a performer, I'm a persuader.
right.
Mm.
You three, along with Rikka and this family of 3, kind of set out with the promise of somehow bringing these potions back. After about 5 or 6 hours of traveling through the night, you're able to make it to the outskirts of the city as the sun is coming up and illuminating the way. What are you guys doing?
Oh, we need to get a room in an inn or something. I'd like
I've
to.
been walking for so long, I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm really not super into all this walking. I would really also appreciate a bath.
Oh, I would love a good bath.
And then I just press to digitate myself
My nails look
1 cubic foot at a
awful.
time until I'm clean.
Okay.
We could use a break, but I need to find my parents like first thing after we
Oh, yeah.
cure
Well,
these
we are
werewolves.
heading back to the Chemical Hammer
Yeah.
Society. I believe your folks should still be there.
Let's head there.
There's a graveyard on the horizon.
Post haste. Oh.
I love visiting graveyards at night. It's a totally normal thing to do.
As you're walking down the street, and it's starting to, become less of old, craggy, overgrown road and into like a nice, polished city street lamps and things like that. The street lamps are still on because it's early morning. You see that one of them does light up green as you're walking past it, and you recognize that this was what happened when you were near one of the teleportation lamps.
Mm.
Ah,
All
I think
right.
I've got my Beetle's like so tired. It's like, good thing I've got my teleportation button.
You just grab the hand of someone who doesn't, and there's 3 of us and 4 of them, so this will work out well.
Hold my paw and let's travel.
You see that the Rikka and the others
And-
look a little bit hesitant, but to kind of grab your paw, grab your hands, and you.
We think about going to the
Chemical Hammer
Hammer
Society. Yeah.
It's in our thoughts.
You
Cool.
reappear at the fountain, the Chemical Hammer Society. As you guys are kind of looking around, Rikka and the other werewolf clan people are a little bit confused as you see, elves. There's like a goblin. There are a couple orcs and some tieflings, some humans that are just kind of poof, 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 around you in a flash of green fire, as they also are warping in around the same time this morning.
Oh, should probably get out of the way.
And then
Well, yeah, let's walk this.
Seems
This
as though
crowded.
they're
This
so
way.
used to it that they literally don't miss a beat. They teleport in stride, walking towards their destination.
All right, cool.
But yeah, looking around, you do see where the Chemical Hammer Academy is, and that's where Lili is.
Yeah, let's head up there. Let's go.
Cool.
Let's go visit our new friend Lili with our new
Yes.
friends Rikka and new friends. I've already forgotten your names. I'm sorry. It's really important that I remember them, but I don't.
Jimothy.
It's Harda, Rowan, and
Right,
dear
Jimothy
little
Cricket and his
Jimothy.
mom and dad.
Yeah.
And I just cannot wait to tell Lili about how much fun this pistol is.
Yeah. Wonder if she'll let you keep it. It's helpful.
Maybe I should say I lost it.
Smart, Rikka.
Yeah, you guys make your way down the path. There's a bunch of the shops that are there opening up. You see the like silversmith guy that was working, and like the different alchemists that are kind of working on some stuff. Every once in a while, you hear like a loud explosion and a flash of light, and somebody like runs out of a shop and they're like head smoking because they clearly like mixed something wrong and there was a bad chemical reaction.
Needs to practice his potion mixing.
Yeah.
I instantaneously snuff out a candle torch or small campfire's worth of flame on this person.
Yeah, you do that.
Kind.
There was like a little tiny flame on the edge of their hair that's sticking up, and they're just like, "Thanks,
Wait, Daddy, get it, sir?
thank you."
What did I
Dice
roll?
fell.
What did you drop?
What did I roll? And I think please. Oh
Is it
god,
under
it's
me?
right behind you. I'm so sorry.
You guys make your way through the ornate doors here at this academy, and are pretty familiar with where Lili's office was. As you're walking up to her door, you kind of hear her inside just rushing around, going, "All right, and you grab this and bring me that stethoscope over there, and I need you to fill these vials, and there's just too much going on right now."
Whose heart are you listening to?
Well, you guys are walking up to the door.
Stethoscope.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What? Beetle's so
Bring me
tired.
that
He's like,
stethoscope.
I don't get it.
Hey, you don't know.
Right. All right. Beetle?
Yes.
Isn't this your
Logan?
Isn't this your guild? You want to talk to him? See if that's ready?
It is my guild. I'm home. Is the door closed to like your office?
Yeah, you just hear her running around yelling inside.
Screw knocking. Beetle just like pushes open the door. Says, Lili, we've returned.
You see that there are a number of different people like running around, grabbing things off shelves and bringing them to her. She's got like a stethoscope in her ears and holding it up to like a crystal. And she's tapping on it in different places. And she goes, That's great. One moment.
What's the status on the additional wolfsbane potions?
We have plenty now. And she just continues tapping on this thing. Here. Yes, here. And all of you hear like a loud resonating bong, gung.
I
That's
don't
what I
like
was
tones
looking
like
for.
that. in my
That's what I was looking for.
little
Write that
ears.
down. And you see like an assistant like writes it down and then like runs off. She turns and pulls it out of her, the stethoscope out of her ears, and she goes, "Yes, we have more of that." And she looks over a bunch of different shelves and kind of like keeps moving around the room. Where did I put it? Where did I?
Well, we need about 14 doses of wolfsbane potions before the full moon tomorrow night, Lili.
Right.
Chop,
No,
chop.
I know. Yes. Sarah, please go grab the wolfsbane. And you see like this, like a drow lady just kind of like, yeah, you have it in the back, and just runs back there and then comes back with like a crate of all these potion bottles filled with the orange liquid.
Cool.
Perfect. And Lili, last night, husband and wife dwarf were brought in. They
Yes.
were my companion Estwing's parents.
Yes, Wings, yes.
Where would they be?
They are down the hall. Just on, if you go down the hall, turn left and go down that hall, that is where our kind of like medical lab is. Your mother is actually fine.
Ender, relax.
Your mother's fine. Your father is recovering. But yeah, if you, by all means, if you need to go check on them. But I do have things to talk to you guys about. So,
Right now?
well, when you have the time, it's not like, burning red hot urgent. And I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
Take a
Everyone-
breath.
everyone-
We're right here.
Do you
Yes,
Need,
I'm
do you
sorry.
Need do you need a hand? We have experienced alchemist, and I'm I'm well versed in the magical arts.
This is just kind of my process. I gotta jump from one thing to another. I'm just always moving a million miles an hour. That's just kind of how I do things. But let me calm down. Okay.
Deep breaths.
Sometimes
parents-
it's nice to take one moment at a time.
Your parents are fine. Your father's recovering. The wolfsbane potion, and you see that she takes the crate and kind of sits it on a table next to like a leather side bag. You see she opens it up and it has like a bunch of different slots in it. She just starts slotting it in there. She gives there's like 20, and she goes and pulls up the bag and goes, and this is for. Are you guys taking it back? What's going on here?
Our companion here, Rikka, will be delivering the wolfsbane potions.
Yeah, you see.
Rikka, will you need our assistance?
I don't believe so. I'm assuming this is Lili.
Yes, Rikka. Lili. Rikka. She was once a werewolf, and your fine concoction of wolfsbane cured her.
You have no idea how grateful we are for this and what we had to go through to do to find it. These are good people that you have with your guild here, and just thank you so much. You see that the family also, the little kids just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? But the family's like, teary-eyed, like very, very grateful.
I look at the kid and I'm like, would you like to hear the story of the secret of the wooden lady?
Yeah.
And I start telling him the tale.
There's like
Nancy Shrew and the secret of the wooden lady.
All right. There's like random chairs and stuff if you want to like pull them aside and do that. Yeah. But Rikka, takes the bag and slings it over her shoulder. And do you guys know where I can find transportation? Find a horse. I need to get back quickly for tonight.
Can we?
I don't have a horse, but I have a mastiff you could borrow. Although you're a human, you might be a little heavy for him.
Yeah, he can pull a cart. He's pulled us before. 3 of us.
He's relatively quick.
Can we walk to lamppost?
There's no way for her to teleport to the ruins.
She can't.
So from the edge of the city, it was like 5 or 6 hours.
Okay.
So
We wouldn't have had to walk for 6 hours. I'm exhausted.
Rikka goes, I'm fine with I can run, probably cut it down a little bit. But you see Lili goes, nonsense. There's plenty of stables you can purchase a horse. Do you have the money, the means to? And Rikka has money. She's been working. She's like, yeah. So Lili directs her on where she can find a stable, and then says, if there's nothing else that I can help you guys with, we can have one of my assistants show you how to leave here, so that you can make your way back to administer this medicine to your people. And yes, and who are these others with you? This child and what mother and father?
They're called parents. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And
They were werewolves.
No.
Yeah, we used your potions to show the rest of them that we can change them back. I was a little concerned that the full moon might arrive before we got the antidote, vaccine to everyone else, and just so that they weren't affected by the unvaccinated. It's definitely a real concern.
Yeah, and
Too real.
Lili, I'm not sure if there's anyone within the guild here looking for work that could potentially hire this fine husband and wife, Harda and Rowan.
Perhaps. I'm thinking we do have quite a few connections in this city. City council, though we are a bit of a secret society, as you know. Now
Super
that you are
secret, I'm sorry.
that you are in here,
Oops.
we.
Whoops is right.
Whoops.
We
why-
did just teleport in a whole group of ex-werewolves.
Well, I mean, they were
Small.
part of your mission. That's less. It's just don't go tell the whole city how to get here.
Right. Absolutely won't do that. Definitely not looking to just get paid for all of our work.
Look, we have connections. We, what is your purpose here? Are you looking to, now that you are cured, are you looking to make a life here in the city? And you see that the family kind of nods to that. Rikka speaks up and goes, well, our goal was, if we were able to find a cure, to eventually integrate into the city and take up a life here. Lili then just goes, well, perfect. We have, I have some people I'd like you to speak with, and we can help you with acquiring a place to live, legitimate jobs. We can write up the papers to make you.
Well, that's perfect. They have a temp agency.
Good. Yeah. We have everything that we need to help you here. So she has some assistants take them away. Sounds like they're going to probably, get set up. You've got connections here in the city now that you are part of this guild, and
Harda, I don't know if she's the wife.
Yeah.
If you ever would like to be your own boss, seek out Beetle Bramble Patch. He gives a little wink.
What is that?
And a business card?
Yeah.
He gives her his business card.
The Mary Kai Guild. Okay, I'll look into it.
Wonderful.
I think I've heard of it before.
We do have a guild in town. You could seek them out.
Okay, I will. I would love to be my own boss.
It's wonderful.
Doesn't everyone?
I forget the name of the representative that was at the one here in Olde East Vale.
I honestly don't remember. I'd have to look it up.
I'd have to find it in amongst all my notes, so we're just not going to remember her right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, so Rikka turns to all of you as the family is taken. An assistant kind of takes them away to go meet with the people that Lili was explaining could help them find a housing and a job and everything like that. Rikka turns to all of you and says, I just need you to understand how grateful I am to you, to my entire clan. I'm gonna head out now and bring this medicine back to them. But if there's ever anything you guys need, just, you can find me here, and I will do anything that I can to help you. She kind of gives us all a bow and smiles, and then
wait, before Beetle waddles up and gives her a hug.
Oh, okay. And she kind of kneels down a bit and hugs you.
Take care, dear Rikka. And if you ever need the Fellowship of the Bling, here's my business card.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She takes the business card.
And if you ever find yourself financially stable enough to pay us for all of the efforts we put into saving you and your peoples,
Remember this.
that business card should probably contact us as well.
I thought the payment of a job well done was good.
Uh-huh.
We did just get a magical shard
I know
from her
she
old
kind of forgot about
boss's
the shard.
forehead.
Look, my rent is really expensive, you guys.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
You guys got any more of them dragon swords?
You guys also have a fuck ton of money.
We got money.
This one doesn't.
I'm poor.
I keep paying for everything this one does.
Borderline
That's how we
indentured
keep
at the
stringing
rate
her
of
along,
it.
because we're rich. We're just keep working for it.
I know, and I'm literally I'm racking up expenses. I have to work off those expenses, so I'm gonna be around.
We had
Yeah.
to buy you silver
Oh,
coated
God, if we brought Estwing into indentured servitude, I feel uncomfortable.
No, but I do have silver axes now, so it's not all bad.
Yeah, you have more axes than before.
Yeah, I have more axes. There's silver.
Yes, so Rikka then leaves.
Goodbye, Rikka.
Bye,
Take
Rikka.
care, Rikka.
Yeah.
Good luck to you and your wolf pack.
Spend an
Thanks.
hour and 10 minutes bringing Bender back.
Yeah, so if you guys want to take a short rest while Lili definitely has some stuff to
Yeah.
kind of discuss with you.
We need to see my parents.
Yes.
We gotta run down the hall.
Would you like to go visit your parents, Estwing? And Lili, I don't know if you mind if I long rest on your couch.
Do you guys need it? We have rooms here at the academy. if
Actually,
you need
yes.
Oh, yes, please, thank you.
Yeah.
I could use 4 hours of meditating like I've never really needed them so much before.
And then you could read that book
Sure.
as much as you can.
I will. Like I said, it's not red hot urgent. I was just excited.
Lili, tell us what
It'll take a while. I will tell you in the morning. Go ahead and you guys. I'm assuming dealt with a lot. I mean, at least
We've had a long night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and here's my assistant here will show you to a room. You just come and find me in the morning. Go visit your parents, Estwing. Go see how they're doing. I'm sure they'd be happy to see you. Cool. And you see there's like a little like awakened fox who's got like a little alchemist like vest on, and it's got like a bunch of little vials, and he's got like a little monocle and a hat, and he comes up and he goes, "Oh yeah, I'll show you to the room.
Oh,
You guys ready?"
Yeah.
Beetle
Well, aren't you
kinda,
interesting?
Like,
And I start-
side-eyes this alchemical fox.
Is there a problem here?
No.
What's the look for?
So do you
I'm just
do you
very
find yourself
tired.
burrowing at times when you don't want to, or do you burrow just for?
As if the world needs more alchemical burrowers.
Or do you find it just as a recreational activity, or?
I mean, sometimes there's that instinct, and I gotta restrain myself. But it is useful in certain situations if I need to get away.
Have you ever seen an awoken rabbit person? And if you did you find the urge to eat them?
Nah, I mean, I have seen awoken rabbits. It's, I'm not friends with any of them, but I've seen them around town. It's pretty able to like keep my cool though.
Do you have posable thumbs?
No.
Fantastic.
But I do have these and you see he holds up his front paws and he's got these weird mechanical gloves on that have an opposable thumb, and when he flexes certain ways that it makes the thumb latch down.
Amazing. Mugen's just sitting there taking notes. As long as no one stops her, she's gonna keep.
Beetle's
Grill.
like, well, some of us have paws with thumbs.
Oh yes, this is actually interesting. If you'd like to speak more about that, about the differences between us awoken animals, creatures, that's actually what I study. Lili's he actually has pretty in-depth knowledge on that kind of thing.
Interesting. I have no idea if I came from a family of awoken badgers or not. Perhaps we could discuss it over tea sometime.
No, I'd love to.
But I would love to tuck right into a feather bed, but here's my business card. You
Oh.
should contact me sometime and we could share alchemical stories, and you could talk to me about other awoken alchemical creatures.
Well, gladly. Thank you so much. And just let me. I'll maybe I'll try to find you tomorrow morning. We can maybe talk about it a little bit. But let me show you to your room. We've got some nice rooms here. It's no fancy pants, top end, but you got some feather beds. You got some nice study areas. Follow me.
Feather bed's better than hay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Last night we did sleep at the Fuzzy Parrot Inn,
Ah, well,
and they have wonderful feather beds.
prepare to be slightly disappointed, I suppose. But it's better than sleeping outside.
It's fantastic. Do you find your sense of smell is stronger than your hearing, or would you put them about equal?
With these ears, and my snout, they're probably about equal.
That's incredible.
As an awoken badger, I would say that my sense of smell is better than my sense of hearing.
Oh, you
And
don't have.
certainly my sense of sight, which I wish there was something I could do about that, but
Have you looked into any sort of goggles?
goggles.
They can be useful, but
I would never want to cover my beautiful face. You know how much time I spend on my fur.
Quite. Yes, I mean, it's only natural to spend time on grooming. But yes, there's plenty of room for that. We do have a nice claw-footed tub in this room if you need to groom.
Perfect.
And yeah, so we will retire then, and Lady Lili, we will, I'm sure they will come meet you in the morning. Do you need me to do a wake-up call for them?
What time is it?
It's
like 10 a.m.
It's like
It's late.
It's like
Oh,
very
it's late.
no, it's like very early in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you guys
Like-
walked through the night,
4
Yeah.
a.m.,
Oh,
5 a.m.
so
right,
it's like the sun up like
Yeah.
5-6 a.m.
We could
It's
just
the
we could do a wake up call for like 5 p.m.
Just sleep.
whoever's gonna give us time
We're
to
gonna be nocturnal.
walk to the ruins in daylight. So we want to walk in at nighttime.
Yeah, we're cool.
Cool.
As the fox leaves, close one book, open up another. Estwing, how are you feeling? She got
We
another
need to
journal out.
go. Like, let's go see my parents. I'm feeling impatient.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go.
Well,
Let's go.
I'm going to go into this room and curl up in this
Go,
nice
go.
feather bed and perhaps take a bath in this claw-footed tub I heard about. So
I'll go with you.
wish
Thank you.
Papa and Mama Estwing good wishes. I hope they're
Good.
recovering well.
So can Beetle like have time pass while we?
yes.
Can he long
Okay.
rest while they are?
Yeah, can you?
So we
Because you
take-
guys only need
so
like your 4
Our
hours.
meditation is 4 hours, so
Yeah.
we can go visit your parents, come back, get to sleep.
And then
You can
And
meet with
be
them
awake-
for
be
like
awake
4
before-
hours.
Well, we can be awake probably before Beetle is, honestly.
Probably.
Okay, and bring that
Yeah.
book with you. Like you can read it and
I'll just be documenting everything you do.
just documenting everything. It's so
As-
As
So,
every month.
if you may or may
Unsettling.
not have noticed, she
Yeah.
constantly. Like,
do you have it? Is my name at the top of that page? What is? What are
mm,
you taking notes on?
I'm just journaling our adventures.
Okay.
Might make a good story.
Okay. Let's go see my parents.
All right, so you guys, make it to the room. The fox drops you guys off and then heads out. Beetle goes and curls up as as Mugen and Estwing are heading out to go meet with Estwing's parents and see how they're doing. And that's where we're going to end the story tonight.
I guess I didn't realize that I cut them off there. But I want to thank everybody for listening. The editing is getting better. I pretty much self-taught at this, so getting a lot better at the sound. Thank you guys for listening, especially as I've figured out that process. But I hope you guys are enjoying the story. There was a lot of lore dumping in this episode. And they're about to go on a pretty cool arc after this. I'm pretty excited about it. So, we'll be, back with the next episode next Tuesday. You can always find us on Twitter at BnDnD cast. And I'm generally the one who's running that. I'm definitely down to respond and talk to people and stuff like that. I always love to hear from anyone who's listening, honestly. We'll see you next week. Thanks.